What's up guys, my name is JennyCook5 and welcome back to an episode of the Player Career Mode. Before we get into things, it'd be much appreciated if you're able to smash that like button. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. We are on the road to 1,000 as we currently speak, and if you haven't done already, please hit that subscribe button. It will mean the world to myself. Don't forget the notification button so you never miss out on an episode, and in terms of all my socials, all linked down below so you can keep up to date with everything going on with the channel. Obviously in the previous episode we had a massive success in being able to win the Liga, and obviously we're going to be having it where we need to simulate the rest of the games that we've got. The first game comes against Real Betis. I have no interest in playing the rest of the Liga games, knowing that everything is concluded and we still have things that we can focus on, being the Champions League. We get the 3-2 victory in the end, which was always quite nice. Ferran Torres and Frenkie de Jong getting on the score sheet. Ferran Torres getting 2, Frenkie de Jong getting 1. 3 points in the bag and another step to glory in the Liga. This is the one that we've been waiting for, though. In the previous episode, we played against Manchester City in the semi-final of the Champions League, coming away 3-0 winners. Before we get into any depths of it, we need a 7.5 rating. We need to avoid losing the match, and we need a 65% conversion rate. This is a massive game for Barcelona, and if we were to continue as it already is, then we will be sailing through to the Champions League final. Manchester City will need to score 3 to be able to take it to extra time, and will need to score 4 to be able to win the fixture in its entirety. Knowing that we're away from home, it's still going to be hard, don't get me wrong, but I feel like it's going to be difficult for them to get anything out of this particular fixture. They start well, to be honest, McAtee with a decent chance of being able to trouble ter Stegen in the early minutes of this particular fixture. Decent save made by the German keepers as they get the corner kick, looking to be able to see if they can get something from the corner straight away. Foden plays it short to his teammate Barella as he looks to be able to go on the outside of the area, find his teammate McAtee. On the edges, Walker, he takes a decent hit, but it's pretty much straight at ter Stegen as he aligns his hands nice and easily and he collects the ball. 20 minutes into the time, Barcelona haven't created anything just yet as Man City look to be all got hammers in terms of being able to go forward as much as they possibly can. To be honest, it is all go for Man City as Foden makes the burst on the left hand side, looking to create something here. Foden battling with the defender João Cancelo, his ex-teammate, as Haaland's on the ball now, looking to be able to find Foden. Lovely bit of play between the two as Haaland's got a chance to get the shot off. He finds Rodri, but João Cancelo with a lovely interception finding Koundé, and he clears his lines as you can see as we win the header, looking to offload it to a teammate, but Garviol gets intercepted straight away as he finds Foden. Foden cutting inside in the middle as he looks to be able to create an opportunity for himself then. Options, and there's many blue shirts in honesty, but he looks to go all in by himself. Lovely run there, but ter Stegen stops him in his tracks, and that will be a corner kick then as we look to be able to have the half an hour mark in this first half. Barcelona yet to create anything just as yet as Man City look to be able to go on the break here. Jeremy Doku intercepted by Ndogi as he makes a lovely pass onto Ferran Torres, and now the break happens. Now we can create something for ourselves, and it would be the first opportunity that arises as we burst down the left hand side, looking for an opportunity in the box here. Opportunities do arise if we can get to a teammate, and we do. Now Ferran Torres on the ball as he looks to offload it to Goretzka. Goretzka onto de Jong. De Jong for the shot, but Ederson saves his near post, and as it goes out for a corner kick, would have been a perfect chance to be able to get ourselves in front in this time, making it 4-0 on aggregate, but we'll have to settle for the corner kick. Then corner whipped in by Frenkie de Jong. Good corner, but no one latches onto it as it falls out to Romeo on the outside of the area. Now Berardi, 1-2's being made as you can see. Moreno is still on the ball now as he finds Ferran Torres. He turns, finding Goretzka in space, and Goretzka has found the back of the net to make it 4-0 on aggregate. On the night it is 1-0 to Barcelona, but on aggregate it is 4-0 to Barcelona. Brilliant stuff from the boys, and exactly what we needed in this first half to be able to put this game completely to bed, and it is that man Leon Goretzka getting on the score sheet once again. He's finding his form in terms of being able to get himself on the score sheet, and he's doing it in the most important games possible. He was in on goal, no one around him whatsoever, and a free shot at goal, and he's taking it absolutely perfectly, hammering it on his right foot into the bottom corner it went, and it is Barcelona 1, Manchester City 0. 4-goal advantage on the legs also as we look to be able to create even more of a gap here as we still have 5 minutes left of the first half as Kyle Walker picks it up on the right hand side, looking to find his teammate Jeremy Doku, but Ndogi makes an interception. Now Ndogi plays us in as we look for an opportunity, but we lose out unfortunately as Jeremy Doku latches onto it as he makes a burst on the right hand side, looking to create a counter attack now Manchester City as he looks to get the ball into the box, but Araujo does intercept, and that will be a corner kick. Barcelona are jumping as you can see as they have got every right to do so as everything is going their way so far as the corner will be whipped in by Manchester City. Decent delivery, and Garviol gets onto the header, making it 1-1 on the night, but still 4-1 on aggregate as we still have a 3-goal advantage going into this particular tie. Nothing to trouble us just yet, and as you can see, the Manchester City fans aren't exactly celebrating themselves. Really good corner and a decent delivery there, and Garfield just latches onto it. De Stegen having no chance as it gets off the bar and into the back of the net. But yeah, no way he's getting to that one whatsoever. A really good header, and unfortunately we have conceded, but nothing to worry about just yet, that is for sure, as we still have plenty of time in terms of our own personal game. It's not really looking good for ourselves at the moment, and we do need to buck up our ideas if we were to get any further in this particular tie, as we look to carry on in the second half of the tie then. 76 minutes being played. Manchester City haven't created anything in the second half. It's been very dull for them, to be honest. And so for Barcelona, no chances created until now, as Foden looks to be able to do something here on the left-hand side. He looks still on the edge of the area as his teammate Baldays. He gets the ball into the box. Araujo clears as De Stegen collects, and that will be the end of that particular attack for Manchester City then. And as you can see, there's only 5 minutes left to play of normal time then, and we're seeing this particular fixture out, as you can see. But we've got another opportunity here as we could get a goal, and we do. We've created history. We've surpassed the competition record of 17 goals, pushing it up onto 18, and we have broken another record as we celebrate in front of the travelling fans. And it is Barcelona 2, Manchester City 1, but we lead 5-1 on aggregate, getting our 4-goal advantage back to where it belongs, and it is going to be ourselves into the final of the Champions League for sure, as we absolutely dominate games against Manchester City. There was no possible way they were coming back from that after the poor performances that they've been putting in of late, and unfortunately they just could not rise to the occasion in this particular time, and the ex-manager Pep Guardiola does not look pleased. But that will be full time here at the Etihad, and we will be going through to the final of the Champions League thanks to the efforts of myself and Leon Goretzka in the second leg. 5-1 on aggregate, 2-1 on the night. Brilliant stuff from the boys. Not exactly the best of fixtures to play in, but in terms of what we got out of it, it is the most that we possibly could, and it is the most rewarding in itself. We got the 7.5 rating, we got the win. It was only the conversion rate that let us down, but who cares, because we are through to the final of the Champions League. After that victory against Manchester City, we still have some La Liga games that we need to stimulate. The first one was against Deportivo Alves, then a 1-0 victory in the end, so very happy that is the case. And then we have another victory against Sevilla, getting a monster goals, also a 3-1 victory, only 1 goal for ourselves, but another 3 points and another goal. Then we have a simulation victory against Mallorca, a 4-2 victory, again getting on the score sheet, which is always very nice. So another goal added to our tally, with the last particular game of the simulations and of the season against SD Elbar, and we do get another goal, being the final goal that we score of the season. And looking at that, we have got player of the season. I would not have imagined to be able to pick up such a prestigious award so early on in this particular series. He might be 27, but it's still early on in his days in professional football, and he's still got a lot to give, even though the age isn't on his side. But Eric Cantona presents the award, and it is a very lovely award to pick up at the same time. We have been crowned player of the season for this particular La Liga's campaign, and I'm very happy to be able to collect the award, and thank you very much to my teammates for contributing also to such a big award for ourselves. Probably the biggest moment in our career so far, but we've still got a lot of steps to take. And looking at that, a great season wins Barca Star the award, and it seems to be all them goals that we've been scoring in the Liga has benefited us tenfold, and it's been really happy to see that that is the case in the end. So happy to be able to collect it, and we're not done yet, that is for sure. Before we go into our last game of this season, being the Champions League final, we do have 3 skill points that we're able to spend after simulating some training sessions. Looking at what we need to spend it on, I thought our physical attributes needed improving, and especially our stamina if we are to go into extra time of the final. Jumping and stamina will be completed, so we go up to 94 stamina and near to the 80s on the jumping, and then we also improve our reactions being completed, that also with having 90 reactions. We also have a slot to be able to complete for our selecting playstyles, also looking to what we are going to collect at the same time. I'd like to be able to go on the pings and do a few of them, but we will have to wait for that. So we are going to go for the pinged pass with only 1 slot left to complete in terms of our playstyles. And this is the big one then, the Champions League final, and you weren't too sure of the opponents, and they are going to be Sevilla. Of all teams to be able to come up against in the Champions League final, we will be facing Sevilla, the Spanish team that we played all season, and this is what we need to complete. We needed 7.5 rating, we need to avoid losing the match, and we need 4 passes completed in the opponent's half. Here we go then, the biggest game of this particular season, the one that everyone looks forward to, the one that everybody dreams of playing a part of. And let's get into this game then. Sevilla start things off but lose out straight away. Romeo plays us in and we're actually in already. In on goal, surely not. The quickest one possible. And we found the back of the net to make it 1-0 in this tie. Only 2 minutes being played and we are already in front. And it is obviously ourselves that get the goal thanks to the assist of Romeo, cutting the pass in the middle of the park, then finding the gap. And we are already in front in this tie. I am absolutely shocked that is the case, but we will definitely take it, that is for sure. Pau Lopez looked even more shocked as we continue on. 14 minutes being played, all Barcelona so far, as we look to dominate this half then and get the trophy back to Catalonia then. As you can see, Tresor makes an interception and Sevilla now charge forward then, looking for an opportunity as he runs himself into the box. Real good opportunity for Sevilla to get the actual shot off themselves. Tresor battling with the defenders of Barcelona as Montiel now travelling to be able to get into the box as Goretzka makes an interception. Ferran Torres plays us in, we've hit them on the break, no one's back. The defenders are too far forward to be able to climb back on the yards. Is in front of goal and it's 2-0. Sevilla falling apart on their big day out, and it is Barcelona 2, Sevilla 0, and we are looking to have one hand on the trophy. Already 20 minutes being played. We can't speak too soon, I know, but what a kind of goal that was, hitting them on the break. So many defenders were forward to be able to see if they can actually get the goal for themselves, but it seems to have backfired massively, leaving Pau Lopez all on his own, and it is Barcelona 2, Sevilla 0. Then one hand on the trophy as we speak, as we continue on then. Sevilla looking to be able to see if they can get something off the restart here as Tresor charges forward then, looking to run into the gaps. 20 goals in 13 matches as you can see in your top left hand corner, some stat I know. As we continue on then, is look to Richarlison, but De Stegen makes a very simple save then, leaving the palm of his hands, then looking for an opportunity to get the ball out on the left hand side, and Doggy is there, as so is Ferran Torres, as Ferran Torres finds Goretzka. Lovely bit of play, we can't seem to run onto it though as we lose out, as the Sevilla defence look to latch onto it and create something for themselves here as they look to burst on the left hand side. Real good opportunity to be able to create some sort of attack here. Sevilla real hard to get themselves back into the game, but they'll give it all their all, that's for sure, as Richarlison looks to offload it to his teammate. Real good opportunity, but the defenders seem too strong as Barcelona looks to get the ball out of the box here. Richarlison with a decent chance there, and De Stegen forced into the save there as João Cancelo clears his lines, looking to win the header as we look to find a teammate. We win the header and we find Ferran Torres as he latches onto the interception, as he looks to play us in here, looking to run past the gap there, but unfortunately Montiel now latches onto it as he intercepts, as he charges forward on the right hand side, finding his teammate Tresor now. Now the game is building up massively, little bit of pace to it, little bits of creativity for the Sevilla attackers then to be able to do something for themselves, as Tresor picks it up, finding his teammate then. As you can see, Oliver Torres picks it up, finding Ocampos. Lovely bit of play as he runs himself into the box there, can't really get the pass off as he puts it on the outside of the area. Real good opportunity Sevilla to do something here, but it seems to be too difficult to be able to do so, as Ocampos now back onto his teammate. Real good opportunity, but De Stegen with a very big save, putting out for a corner kick. Did not expect Sevilla to play so poorly in this half, that is for sure, but they seem to be able to build on something here as I get the corner. As you can see, we've been switched to defensive. That is the instructions of the manager so far. De Stegen collects the corner nice and comfortably as he offloads it to the left hand side, looking to make a burst on the left hand side and create a few problems for Sevilla then, as Ferran Torres is found. Now Goretzka, now Romeo, as Frankie de Jong latches onto it as he finds his teammate Rafinha. Unbelievable passing in this fixture as we look to be able to see if we can go on the attack here, as we look to cause some problems for the defence. A lively shot there, but unfortunately nothing to stop there, as Pau Lopez makes a really good save, and we are very annoyed about that one, but a very good opportunity, that is for sure, but we just could not take it as we still have minutes to play in this first half. Ferran Torres now latches onto it with a decent opportunity. We look to get past the defender, but we are stopped in our tracks, and the Sevilla defence looking to be able to see if they can kind of get back what they did miss in the earlier parts of this first half, because they were poor. But Ferran Torres is in now, and that is a perfect goal, because it's 3-0 to Barcelona, and Ferran Torres is the man to get himself on the score sheet to get the first goal for himself of the game, but making it Barcelona's third. It is Barcelona 3, Sevilla 0, and surely the trophy is coming back to Barcelona where it belongs to get the 6th title in their name. What a finish that was for Ferran Torres. Pau Lopez was well and truly beaten, no way he was getting to that one whatsoever, and we are now 3-0 up in this tie. We are cruising, that is for sure, looking so comfortable, looking like we are going to win this trophy, but in terms of the objectives we are looking very good. All we need to do is complete 4 passes in the opponent's half, and we should to be able to get all 3 objectives all completed to gain the most experience points we possibly could. 52 minutes into the second half then, as we look to be able to see this fixture out, to be honest, knowing that we've got the victory. It's about kind of maintaining the lead and pushing on forward and enjoying ourselves now as Ferran Torres plays us in. Real good opportunity, we get ourselves in here, and Pau Lopez is nothing to do whatsoever because it sails past him. It is Barcelona 4, Sevilla 1-0, and we have claimed our hat-trick in the Champions League final. I did not expect to see Sevilla here, and I thought with them being here that they might put up some sort of a fight, but it doesn't seem to be the case, and we are now 4-0 up in this tie. We are walking away with it. We could have one of the largest victories in Champions League final history, as we've still got many minutes to play here. 21 goals in 13 matches for JD Cook, as he looks to be able to build that and make it 22. In on goal here, but Paul Lopez makes a very good save, then putting out for a corner kick as we have a chance from the corner. Who else but Frankie de Jong to whip the corner in then, as he looks to be able to see if he can do something. A corner whipped in, and it was actually Rafinha, sorry, my bad. I thought de Jong would whip onto it, but he doesn't. Rafinha whips it in as we are on the outside of the area. Try to get the shot off, but we don't. Falls out to Montiel, who finds his teammate there, looking for an opportunity to get the ball out of here. As you can see, lovely challenge, I thought, but the referee doesn't think so. No card issued, but it will be a free kick. Not many minutes left in this tie. 77 minutes being played. Sevilla down and out, that is for sure. Could they at least get themselves a consolation goal? So Emery finds his teammate Richarlison. Richarlison holds the play up. He skips past the defender. Lovely bit of play, and he does find the back of the net. It's Sevilla 1, Barcelona 4, and Richarlison celebrates in front of the Barcelona crowd. I'm not too sure why, because he needs to remember he still needs another 3 goals, even if they were to go to extra time. But it seems to be too little too late, and the Brazilian won't be altering any facts in this particular fixture, that is for sure. But it's a very good goal. It's very well taken, and for 3 minutes left to spare, it looks to be that we're going to be claimed champions of the Champions League for a 6th time in our history, and we might get another goal to add to it, and we definitely do, and we get an assist because that man Rafinha gets on the score sheet once again. And what a goal that was. What a game this has been, and what a turn of events it has been. Honestly, it is so kind of refreshing at the same time to be able to see how easy it's been for Barcelona, but we will be looking for a bigger challenge next season, that is for sure. Whether that's going to be leaving Barcelona or staying with them, I'm not too sure, but I will be mentioning that in the next particular episode, that is for sure. But yeah, really happy with our efforts, in all honesty. Could not much to be done in terms of Sevilla's aspects of it, and it will be Barcelona 5, Sevilla 1, and we are crowned champions of the Champions League, and we have got our first Champions League medal also. Really happy to see this. So unexpected to be able to do it in such a great fashion. Nearly struggled going out to Inter Milan and Liverpool, but it seems to be that we got on the back of that, and we were able to go even bigger and better, and that's exactly what we was able to do, and we are going to be crowned champions of the Champions League for a 6th time in our history. To be crowned champions of the Champions League, it is a once-in-a-lifetime experience, that is for sure. Some teams never reach that sort of milestone, and some players never get there in their whole careers, no matter how many years they have been playing. But we can fully say in our 2nd year of professional football that we've been able to pick up a Champions League trophy and been able to store a medal for a lifetime, and it is very interesting to see it, that is for sure. Araujo wearing the captain's armband this time around, with Berardi not playing on this particular pitch, and he will be lifting the Champions League trophy then for a 6th time in their history, and Ronald Araujo lifts the trophy here in Lisbon, and what a victory it is, especially over a Spanish team. I would have liked it a little bit more of a competition, don't get me wrong, but we cannot fault what sort of performance that we did put in from minute 1 to minute 90. Making such a quick start allowed us to kind of make it so much easier for us, in all honesty. I felt like the pressure just let off ourselves, and we was able to kind of continue and just play our game more than anything, and that's exactly what we did. But now it's time to celebrate in front of the Barcelona fans, the travelling fans, over all the way from Spain to Lisbon, and it is going to be one moment to remember, that is for sure. We're never going to forget this particular time. It might be our last one in red and blue, I'm not too sure yet. That will be the decision to make in the next episode, but if it is, we've definitely gone out on a high, and we're definitely going to be looking for a new challenge, wherever that might be in world football. But we might be staying, I don't know, you just never know. But I'm going to have to wait for the next episode until next week, until you do see it though, that is for sure. But as I mentioned, for the moment we're going to enjoy what we have here and now. What a team this has been, what a moment this is, and we are crowned champions of the Champions League for a 6th time in their history. In terms of the objectives that we completed at the end of this particular fixture, we got all 3 in the end, meaning we got 2,576 XP growth, which is always nice to be able to get. We got the rating, we got avoiding the losing match, and we got 4 passes in the opponent's half to round everything off with the best possible way, also with a player of the match. Looking at our journey in the Champions League, we actually did so well in the groups, to be honest. We played 6 and won 6. Obviously, Chelsea completed their second, obviously completing going through. And then looking at the round of 16, we struggled against Inter Milan in the first leg, but we seemed to get the better of them in the second leg, but it was very tough nevertheless. And then we went into the quarterfinals against Liverpool, where it was very tough, also going 4-0 down in the first leg, but we managed to get that back and get the 5-4 aggregate in the end. And then in the semi-finals, it was a triumphant victory against Manchester City. What a good few games that was, and then rounding it up in the final against Sevilla, meaning that we absolutely belted what we needed to do in every single possibly way combined. It was just really, really good. What a campaign this is. Won the Liga, won Champions League. It could have been more, to be honest. Our Spanish Cup kind of performances weren't actually up to scratch. Definitely could have been slightly better, but we have to accept it for what it is, and we need to move forward. And if we are here next season, then we are able to be able to see if we can compete in their particular trophies and hopefully get on top of them and win them again. But yeah, it's been a very good season for us though as a team, that is for sure. And it is the Champions Parade to be able to show the trophies off to the fans that aren't able to attend the games and ones that would just like to be able to celebrate the moment here and now, that is for sure. It'd be nice to be able to see a different cutscene this next year, because if you win many trophies, you see the exact same cutscene, but we won't talk about that. And looking at the player stats, we got 42 goals in 38 matches in the Liga in the end. Only one that got close was now with Real Sociedad scoring 20 and Ixibas with Villarreal scoring 20 also. So no one really getting near us whatsoever in terms of the goals that we actually scored for our team in the Liga. We absolutely smashed it, getting the golden boot. And we also got the most assists there, 16 assists. I mean, what more could Barcelona want in a player? Getting the goals, getting the assists, doing everything we possibly can for our side, that is for sure. Looking at the Champions League also, we played 13 matches, getting 21 goals. A competition record, may I add. And that is definitely one way to round off a season with the many goals that we did score in such a high profile season. I didn't expect to be able to do this in the first season where we were competing in such big leagues, but it seems to be that we have done, and we've done it in the best fashion possible. We played 55 games overall for Barcelona, scoring 65 goals with 22 assists. That's very unheard of, the amount of goals that we have scored this season, and we have absolutely carried Barcelona, with only Ferran Torres getting 21 goals, and the one from down from that is Berardi with 13. So as much as some of them goals have been so important when I haven't scored or haven't been as good, I've definitely carried the side in scoring as many goals as I have done this season. But it has been one season to remember, that is for sure. And please stay tuned for the next one, where we will reveal where we'll be playing next season. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. Please like and subscribe for more content just like this one, and don't forget to hit the notification button so you never miss a video. Cheers.